bogan.
So, now I have to remember how to use fucking cosplay.
I think I've got an idea.
Oh no, I can't get in with you.
Oh.
This tractor doesn't have a second seat.
Create job. DP fieldwork.
Yeah, and it should automatically set it up, I think. I'm not sure.
Did I do something wrong? I think I did.
I don't fucking know.
I think I may have. I maybe should have set it for that type of thing. Blocked by an object, blocked by an object, blocked by an object. It's this fucking trailer. What?
What the fuck have you done?
What do you mean? What did I do? What did I do
I don't even know,
that?
bro.
Oh, did you know there's a grain silo on this map that we can use?
Really?
Yeah. You want me to put this shit in the silo?
Sure.
I mean, I just remember last time you were all down for like saving it and selling it at the best time or something.
Yeah. That's right, I gotta do it from here, don't I?
I mean, as far as I know, this silo we can just use.
How wide is this
thing? Like 2 meters. You can.
Just double check.
Yeah, you can check.
Because I thought 2 meters was the plow. 2.3 meters. Alright.
You have to put in the fact that it's not actually behind the tractor.
Oh, probably.
Because it's a piece of crap. I
Um,
tried to use one of those stone pickers in my own game and I instantly just said, fuck this shit. Got rid of it and took a loan out from the bank to get a more expensive one.
Alright. So I've got the course ready to go. It does appear to be the same as yours. So... Look, that's close enough for me. I don't know. We can clean up that edge if necessary.
Okay, before I do this, swap into the little John Deere thing. I've driven down to the silo. This, I believe we can use for free. Because when I dumped shit in here in my game, let me fill back up. It does give you the option to start filling. It wouldn't give you the option to start filling unless you could store things in there.
What is this place?
This is a place where you can send things over to Goldberg Valley or whatever. So it's got a silo here that you can use.
Oh, this is the train yard, okay.
And yeah, then you can put it in the train.
Oh, if you think we can use it like that, then yeah, go right ahead, man.
I mean, I've seen no evidence to say we can't.
Where'd you go, bro?
I'm still in here.
Okay, if you go to first person mode, you disappear.
Huh. You're still there. Alrighty, so yeah, now I can select to start filling with oak. It says there's 9,415 litres stored. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's a silo that we can just fucking use.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Invisible Man.
You know one thing I love? I'm streaming at such a radically different time that I have absolutely no viewers. They're all still asleep, the people that would regularly watch me. I'm not sure I'm gonna get any viewers for the whole stream.
So you might. The rubber banding is horrible.
I'm glad I'm not experiencing any of that. But
yeah,
I am
it's
getting
so bad
lag
that
spots.
this thing just does 90 kilometers an hour sometimes.
Pog.
That's 68 that time.
What the fuck is he doing? What? What? I've just watched him do wiggly lines, and he didn't even have the thing turned on. What in the fuck?
We're just hiring a regular dude. I don't know how to use Courseplay with these offset fucking things.
Surely the regular dude won't be too bad. I mean, they have improved the AI.
Yeah.
Oh, also, you reckon you could do a audio check for me?
Hang on.
Alright, now let's see what the fuck this AI dude's gonna do. He's rather interesting. But
Working just fine.
the audio's working, or he is?
Yeah. Your audio is working just fine.
Oh, sweet as. So it's just like normal, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Hard. Yeah, this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. He's doing it oddly. But he seems to be doing it correctly. We'll find out in 1 second, because he should come along and get this missing line. Oh. He's busy crashing into vehicles. Wonder if that'll fuck him up or not. He's pretty good at driving with this.
Well, you'd hope the AI wasn't too bad at it. Honestly.
I've just tried to drive with one of these offset pieces of shit, and it was horrible.
Do you reckon
Okay.
we should get another one of these little tractors?
What, that tiny tractor that he's driving?
Yeah.
What do we want to do with it?
Well, we can put one on the plow and do a couple of those, what do you call them? Fucking...
Jobs?
Yeah, without having to hire anything. Because we can put the bigger engine in it for 10 grand, which makes it a $53,000 tractor, which we can afford.
Oh, let me... Oh, I can't adjust job settings in multiplayer. Contract settings, huh?
Oh, actually, we're gonna need other things, I just realized. We're going to need miscellaneous. The Osarius Scout, because we're gonna need to get that shit sorted. Because I think for the first time in literally forever, we haven't got any mod tractors.
Yeah. I mean, if mods are working again, and they seem to be, we'll be able to add mod tractors, but I guess just buy whatever. We can always sell it or trade it in for something different.
Well, that's
You know?
what I was sort of thinking. I can get a slightly bigger tractor, like the Zeta Proxima. If that suits you better. Fuck it, we'll have two different kinds of tractors, huh?
Sure. I think we're gonna have to borrow some money.
What for?
Oh, we've only got 400 bucks, and we want this guy to do the whole field.
Oh, he'll keep going once we're broke, surely.
Okay. I haven't got an AI to do anything at all in my game. Hey, yo, dipshit in the white wagon, why the fuck are you stopped on the corner? Alright, you finally decided you could drive off. You've been there for a minute. What took so long to take that corner?
This tractor has a passenger seat.
Yeah?
Yep.
Disappointing that you can't just switch into it. You know?
Maybe the passenger seat doesn't work. Maybe it's not one of the ones they added into the mod.
Enter vehicle? Vehicle? Vehicle?
Hello!
Hello?
Oh, I can actually see you in this one.
And I can see you. What the fuck is on the back?
This is our sampling thing.
Huh? What does this do?
It gives us soil samples so we can tell what soil type we've got, so we know what fertilizer to put on.
Fucking hell. I had no idea. How much does this thing cost?
It's about 18 grand.
Guess that it makes a big difference and that's why we have one?
Yep. So the better we take care of our fields, right, the more, so we get a bonus depending on how we take care of our fields.
I know that the crop yield increases when you do the right thing.
Yeah.
But I've been struggling to figure out what the right things are.
So don't do any ploughing. Ever.
Why?
Because it ruins your eco score. So
But
this turns off the need to plough.
having this thing stops you needing to plow the field.
This entire mod stops you needing to plough.
What mod is it?
It's the precision farming.
But the game still says field needs plowing.
It shouldn't,
running
because we
the
did plough it.
Okay, now you're confusing me. Why did we plow it if...
Because we didn't have the precision farming on then.
Okay, then explain to me why in my own game, even with precision farming, the game still told me the field needed plowing.
I have no idea. I've never had to plough a field with this turned on.
Okay, because I had to plow all my fields with this mod, but then again, I didn't probe them with the tractor penis like you just did.
Probe them with the tractor penis.
Look, it's a long thing that gets shoved in other things.
Right.
If a tractor was gonna have a penis, that's it. Right there.
I'm sure it would be a bale spike would be the penis, but you know.
Look, if I'm a farmer, I'm gonna fuck the field. Which is why I'm not gonna make much money off the crops, but...
Oh,
there you
no, now we're broke.
Want me to borrow some money?
Yeah. Probably just like a couple of grand should do it. I forgot the soil samples cost so much. Should be able to see on the precision farming thingo. We have silty clay and sandy loam in our paddocks. Or in our paddock. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
Okay.
Clay is the worst. I think.
The laboratory has no current soil samples to analyze, so it's already analyzed the samples?
Yep.
Okay. I need to look and see what the fuck the tractor penis is. It's a miscellaneous thing. That's a scout. Okay.
I love
Guess
how we can just cruise together now.
I'll have to buy one. And yeah, it's great. We can
Totally
share a
worth the
ride.
20 bucks.
Definitely.
I love how this tractor is completely manual too.
Oh, there's no automatic on this tractor.
Oh, like it's automatic for us driving it around, but it's got like a manual gear stick. Working with is not 45 meters. Fuck off, would ya?
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure this plow doesn't cover 45 meters?
I wish it did.
I mean, it could. I reckon if we, you know, packed it with C4 and set that off, this plow would cover 45 meters easily. It'll be the last thing it ever did, but it'll cover it. Okay, so why is the plow like this? And what's the difference between the top side and the bottom side of it?
It rolls over.
Why?
Oh shit, this is only 1.2 meter wide. Stop please.
Why does it roll over?
So it can do both sides.
Either... okay. It's kind of dumb looking.
So if you watch it, when our dude gets to the end, right? What are you doing, fuckhead?
You know, something tells me that these cosplay workers are just fucked in the head.
There we go, see? Look, the thing is, they're
Okay.
not costing us anything.
Yeah, they may not be costing us anything, but they are mentally retarded. Now I'm just sitting in here with... I'm gonna call her Nancy. She looks like a Nancy.
That's right, this cunt's going the wrong way.
What?
This other cunt's going the wrong way. He started going back the opposite way. Going over the shit he'd already done.
What a dickhead. Okay, so I see you in the tractor, but I also see you standing on the field right in front of me, jogging in slow motion.
Nice.
Okay, so this guy just ran me over. He's a dumbass, and somehow he missed these stones right here.
I'm okay with that.
Look, if there
Yeah,
was
so
an
if you
option, I would pick up every single one of these stones and, you know, shove them straight up his arse. Like, bruh, you're gonna fuck up a job, you're gonna feel it.
So if you look down on the field, it says soil, sandy loam, pH value good. So we want to get that to perfect with fertilizer and that. And then we come over here, soil is silty clay, the pH level is bad. We need to get that to perfect. But the good thing with precision farming is we only need to fertilize once. We don't need to fertilize like twice like you used to.
Okay. Well,
So,
I guess precision farming just wasn't fucking working in my game because I've had to fertilize twice and plow, and it never told me to use a tractor penis or anything.
Yeah, you have to probe it first. That's just part of it all.
So if you don't use the penis, you gotta do everything else.
Yes. And then if you go into the, like, onto the precision farming map, right? It says our environmental score is 50. So, the better we do, yeah, so soil sampling, we're at 15. So, we've done a great job of soil sampling.
How do I... yeah.
So once we get the nitrogen and the pH value to where it needs to be, consistently, that value will go up. Weed control will go up. You know, tillage is, fucking cultivating. So
Cultivating? Okay.
if you press
What
the
is cultivating?
button, it's when you tickle the surface. Like basically what old mate's doing with the thingo.
Look, all I
have a
know about
cultivator.
is plowing and seeding.
So
There's cultivating and, what is it, rolling? As well?
So if you go into the help menu for precision farming, it will literally tell you exactly what you need to do.
Help menu just for precision farming? Where's... I don't even know where the help menu is.
On the thingo, the page you were on with the map, right?
Yeah.
Press the back button. It'll take you to the help menu, right? Then what you can do from there is you can actually read what you need to do for the thingo. So it tells you how it all works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So loam is the best, right? So the seed rate is always low for everything on loam. And then you can get spot spraying for your weeders to get a better thingo. A better score.
Is this realistic?
Yes. Except instead of having a probe, well, I guess you would have a probe, but you'd actually get a person out every year. They would take a sample of your soil, take it back to a lab and say, okay, you need to put on 3 ton an acre of lime to get it to where it needs to be. They're called an agronomist. It's literally a scientist you get out to your fields, and they they tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, all we're doing is making it so the agronomist doesn't have to come out, like simulating that.
Alrighty, so what does a cultivator do to help? How much
Well,
is that going to improve things by cultivating the field?
okay, so the reason it says that not to plow is simply because plowing uses a lot of diesel, right? Which is not environmentally friendly. So, using a plow or a hoe is a bad thing on the game. So you use a cultivator, which, basically goes 3 inches deep into the soil rather than 8 inches deep into the soil. Using less fuel, creating less drag, right?
Does a cultivator do the same thing as a plow?
Yes and no. A plow turns over more soil.
Okay, do you need to cultivate something that's been plowed?
Yes.
Okay. What is the point of a roller?
A roller, basically, so, you see all these lines here, right? When we seed it, there'll be lines like this with seeds in it. And what
Yep.
you do with a roller is you pack the seeds in. It basically just gives them a better, they sort of
Shoves
grow
them
better
down.
out of it. Yeah, it stops the birds eating all the seed, that sort of shit.
Okay.
It's better for it. Holds moisture better. Lots of different scientific doodads.
Okay, and we're removing the stones, what, purely just so it doesn't damage machinery?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
How wide is this? 10 meters, okay.
It's got a pretty good spray on it.
So we'll
Like,
actually use less of this now, because it only uses it where it needs to.
yeah, I noticed that. Now, are there actually electric tractors in the game?
Yes.
Do you know where?
In the regular tractor section. It'll
So
say
that-
fuel type. So there's tractors that run on methane and
there's
electric.
one.
They're very small tractors for vineyards. They're not tractors that we could use for this sort of shit.
Why not?
Because they're too fucking small with no power.
So there's no decent sized electric tractor.
No. They just simply don't exist.
There's not even a medium electric.
No, because they don't exist.
How bad is the small electric tractor?
It's about as useful as Ross is at cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it really can't do anything?
Not unless we've got a vineyard.
Okay, I guess my question is, can you hook regular equipment up to it anyway?
Yes, it just won't do fuck all. So, those tractors are about the same size as this John Deere. They're only very, very small. Oh no, do we not have any?
Why does it only tell me object too heavy? That's speed. This is calcium carbonate.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's in this.
What's in there? Fertilizer.
Oh, solid fertilizer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that'll be in the big bags, or the big bag pallets.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the symbol.
Is there any reason the bags are better than the pallets?
They're bigger. That's literally the only reason. Funny, because I can see you when I'm driving, but I can't see you when I'm the passenger. From the interior view. Can you see me from the interior view?
You. It's just this vehicle. It's really odd.
This game really doesn't like ping. Like, I'm sitting at 40 to 50 milliseconds of ping, and as soon as it hits 50, it's like, yeah, it just becomes a nightmare to be able to drive.
Damn.
Well, it's alright to drive, it just sort of slows down and speeds up.
It's really odd. Because I've given the game like access to 50 megaseconds on the internet speed.
Yeah, it's not your internet speed, it's the connection speed or whatever it is. Ping, whatever that actually means. Out of the way, fuckhead. I reckon we'll do wheat first.
Yep.
Because I forgot that we didn't seed it before I fertilized it. So we're doing it for wheat.
Does wheat like this?
It just defaults to wheat as a standard value. When you don't have a crop in, so I should have done this after we put a crop in, but oh no, I fucked that up. Oh no, maybe not. Ah! I jumped out.
Yeah, now I see you jogging in the field and driving at the same time. Oh
Fuck
man,
yeah.
you're about to get hit by the stone picker-upper. But it just got you.
Nice. So how many cunts are watching you?
Apparently there's one.
Fuck yeah.
A whole viewer, let's go.
That's pog as fuck.
Oh yeah. My record for a farming sim stream was I had 11 viewers for a while.
Nice.
Yep, then it dropped down to like 4 and stayed like that for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Oh, the color's changing because old mate's running over what we've done. That makes sense.
Sure does. I swear, every time I've played Farming Simulator on my own, I've just been like, what the fuck does this mean? What the fuck does that mean? What does the game want me to do? Why? Jeez, it'd be great if Bogan was here to tell me what the fuck this means.
Sometimes it does help to have somebody who's into farming tell you how to farm. What the fuck did you do, bro?
What?
The trailer's in the ground. You didn't put the thingy on. The jockey wheel on.
So? It'll be fine. If it didn't like it, it would have said something.
We are gonna need a lime this as well, if at some point you feel like doing that.
How? I've still got
Empty
fertilizer in there.
Yeah, if you empty it, should be... Hang on.
Empty it where?
Just wherever you want. Here, somewhere. Down at the shop. Doesn't matter too much. You should empty into a pellet.
Really? So I just hit unload.
Yeah.
The
There you
fuck? Okay. That's interesting. I guess I'm used to the previous game where it'd just dump it on the ground.
Yeah, it puts it in pellets now.
Well, that makes it really easy.
Yeah, it does.
I think on my save that I've been running, I'm like 480 grand in debt. Pretty
Yeah.
good, right?
It's
So
great.
I need to buy some lime.
No, there should be a thingo there.
How do I know which one's which?
Yeah. I'll be over in a second. Oop, there we go. Back this way. It's the second from the end.
So the calcium concentrate thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just jumped out. God damn it. There we go, good to go.
Alrighty.
It says young drivers increased chance of death. um,
I think just being alive increases your chance of death.
Generally does, yeah.
Whoops.
Uh, so if we do that, no, you can't actually. Where are we? Oh, that's right, grassland care. And then. Uh, roll around a weeder at the same time.
Roll around the weeder.
Yeah, I'm just looking at stuff on the thing. It's one for grass.
Man, I keep missing the...
That's right, if you look at your mini map, it should show you in green the bits that you've done. If you're close enough that it doesn't miss it, then you should be alright. There's a little bit of leniency there with the thingo. With the precision farming.
Alrighty. Gonna have to go and refill. So what does lime do to help our crop?
It helps it grow.
Just
Everything
makes
we put on
the
it just
soil
helps it grow better. That's basically it.
Alrighty. So if you don't do lime, it doesn't grow as well.
Yep.
Alright. I have not limed anything in my game.
That was close.
What do you mean that was close? I drove straight into that fucking thing.
Oh, my end we just stopped just before it.
Huh.
Perhaps the local copper needs to come and breath test you.
Well, I started drinking at 7 AM.
Nice.
So, you know, he can
I
breath
stopped
test me all you like.
I stopped drinking at 7 AM.
Yeah, it's been one of those good days.
Then I went to sleep for a bit.
I've definitely needed to drink today.
Oh, did I tell you about my new purchase?
New purchase? Nope.
I bought head tracking.
Head tracking?
Yep. So it's VR without VR.
Okay.
I look left, the camera goes left. I look right, the camera goes right. I look up, the camera goes up. Look down, camera goes down.
Nice. Speaking of VR, you don't like your headset, do you?
But I just haven't figured out how to use it properly. Why is that? You want it?
I was thinking about it offering you a bit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the Quest 2 shits all over what you got. And your headset is real outdated.
Oh, fucking earth it is. I got it when I got the computer.
Yeah. So, I was thinking I'd offer you something for it, and you could put that towards a better headset. Because you said that one made you feel sick or something anyway?
Yeah, and because of my back problems, it makes my neck hurt. Like, it's just fucking heavy.
Yeah, you should try out the Quest 2 at some point. You can test mine.
Like, who makes it?
Who makes the Quest 2?
Yeah.
Well, Facebook brought Oculus.
Okay, yeah, so it's an Oculus, yeah. So that
It's
will work on Truck Sim.
I haven't figured out how to get the Oculus to work on American Truck Sim. I've
Really?
opted into the Oculus beta for it.
Yeah. What does it do for you?
Well, when I launch the game, it just launches the game like normal. It doesn't launch it through Steam VR.
But you can still see it through the VR headset, yeah?
Yeah, but it's just on like a fucking 70-inch screen.
Yeah, okay, so it does the same thing. Okay, so it's not my VR headset that's the problem. Alright. I now know that.
Well, your VR
'Cause
headset works with VR chat.
Yeah.
That's because it
So,
launches through Steam VR.
yeah, because I thought it was the headset that was the problem, but clearly it's not.
No, it's not the headset. I think you have to do something more. Apparently, you can play Farming Sim 22 in VR with a mod.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tried it and I haven't gotten the mod yet, but apparently you
Yeah.
can.
How long's our season length on this? Oh, hang on, I should be able to check it myself.
I bet it's set to the standard, which is a month is a
day.
day.
Yeah.
But we're in real time.
Yeah, I can't see it because, yeah.
Um,
Because I usually have mine set to 3 days, but it doesn't matter.
I need to buy another bag of lime.
Yeah, check something out.
Yeah, if
I
you're
hope I'm
thinking
wrong.
your headset's heavy, the Quest 3 is going to be coming out soon.
Yeah.
And it's about half the size of the Quest 2. Which is, yeah, a lot smaller. And it's going to be half the weight as well. The Quest
Yeah.
2 is already lighter than what you use.
But that was my biggest issue with it, was the weight.
There's two upsides to the Quest over what you use. Just straight
Yeah.
up. Upside number one is it's got a better screen in it, better resolution.
Yeah.
Upside number two is gonna be it's wireless.
Yeah.
Like I put that thing on, I don't have to have a cord attached to my computer at all.
Yeah.
It'll do it all through the Wi-Fi, and I can just put that thing on charge when I need to.
Yeah.
The battery life is about 2 hours or so,
Yeah.
which is pretty decent, but you can spend I think like 60 or 80 bucks or something and get
Yeah.
a better, um, it's a more comfy head grip thing,
Okay.
head harness, and it's got a
Yeah.
built-in battery for it. And that'll give you an extra like 4 or 6 hours battery life. In case you don't want to charge it. You know?
Yeah.
And it's also got, obviously, better tracking.
Yeah.
And I guess the last upside would be the Quest will work standalone.
Yeah.
So, you know, it doesn't need a computer to work.
Yeah, the reason I've gone with just like the standard head tracking is because it's literally just a sensor that I put on my headset, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
That should
That'll
be
work pretty
here
well.
tomorrow or something like that. So
No.
Wow, it sucks through the fucking lime, doesn't it?
Yeah. It
I
really
guess it
does.
was a long way off, so... Especially here with the silty clay.
Yeah. So it's using a lot.
Yeah. 5.26 ton a hectare is what we were using.
Damn.
So, yeah, it's a lot. Oh, that's right. No auto stop. So if you want a suggestion with this game, if you
Yeah.
see the manual attach mod, don't use it.
Yeah, sounds like a pain in the ass.
It is, because there's no key mapping or key binding for the controller. So you gotta switch over to your fucking keyboard all the time.
Yep. A pain in the ass.
Can you be passenger in this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. We can harvest together, that's sick.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, field 51's 50% done.
I forgot we left a bloke over there.
He's still going. I've been checking on him from time to time.
I obviously have not, because I completely forgot he existed. So, we just get to sit here and watch them work.
Yeah, for now. They're just the jobs that I really didn't want to have to do.
Oh yeah, don't want to run a plow that's smaller than my dick or use a fucking
Yeah.
stone picker that hangs off the side. Doesn't sound like fun at all. I am gonna be trying that fucking electric tractor on my own game. Just to see what it does.
If we do end up going into like stuff like vineyards, which I think are just a pain in the ass, then you know, like it does have 68 horsepower, which seems like a lot, but when you actually look at it like size-wise, it's so small. It's like the plow is half the size of this tractor, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's that fucking small. Um, it's basically a ride-on mower with bigger wheels. That's the best way I can explain it.
Brilliant.
You know, like, if you look at the diesel version of the electric one, it has more horsepower, you know. It weighs the same, but it's, yeah. You can even get a methane-powered tractor if you wanted one, but, you know.
Well, I have been eating beans recently.
But yeah, again, you run into the same problem that you do with the electric one. Oh, and not just that, but with the electric tractor, you need...
A charging
Where are we?
station.
Yeah, which I think is in construction.
Either
Tools,
that
I
or
think.
in gameplay, maybe.
Yeah, it's $5,000 dues.
Yeah, I ended
Same
up
as the
getting
methane one.
I got a mod on my game for a solar powered charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then I couldn't find a fucking electric tractor.
We can actually get way bridges and shit in this game.
Yeah. Did you
Standard.
know that there's no mods for electric tractors that I could find either?
Yeah. Mostly because nobody makes one.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because they'd be totally fucking useless.
I
No
don't
offense
see
to electric
how.
things, but, well, here's the reason why they're essentially totally useless, right?
Yeah.
I can run a diesel tractor 24/7, no fucking worries in the world. Right? Just fill it up with fuel, off you go again, 10 minutes later. With an electric tractor, it takes an hour to charge, so you're sitting around for an hour doing fuck all. You know, that's if it does take an hour to charge. It probably takes longer. You get, you know, an hour or two in your charge, and then you're fucked.
Okay, so basically, the people who have designed electric tractors are fucked.
Well, you just, you can't demand the same thing of an electric vehicle as you can a diesel.
Yes, you can.
It just, the battery technology just isn't there. The batteries that like, you'd have to have a trailer behind you to be able to fucking do the same sort of work.
Nah, you wouldn't. You just have to have interchangeable battery pack.
Yeah, but then you gotta spend 30 grand on a second battery and then a third battery and a fourth battery and a fifth battery just to be able to do the same job. And it
I
just,
wouldn't say you'd need that many batteries.
yeah, but depending on the time it takes to charge, you know, it takes a Tesla roughly an hour to charge with a fast charger. Right, so you'd have to have batteries roughly 10 to 20 times the size to get about the same amount of range out of it, or the same amount of, you know, time out of it. So, you know, you'd be looking at 20 hours to charge at the same rate as a Tesla. That's if
Yeah,
you
but
could, you know.
think about this, right? You're on a farm, you'll have access to three-phase power.
Yeah,
You'll be
but
able
a
to
Tesla,
actually charge that.
one of those Tesla fast chargers are three-phase. Like,
Yeah, but
your standard plug-in wall charger takes like 18 hours to charge your Tesla. Whereas, yeah, the three-phase one takes about an hour. it just sort of it sort of is what it is.
Huh. Well, the electric tractors that we're seeing in this game, or that you're telling me about, are, you know, around the same level of technology as a Gen 1 Nissan Leaf, which is pathetic.
Well, no. And the reason I say that is because if you're towing a plow with it, you're demanding a lot. Like, it's not... You're not just driving the tractor itself, you're towing 20 ton behind it by the time you factor in resistance of dirt and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a small plow. You know, a big plow's more. It's just, yeah, it's not... It's not as cut and dry as stick a battery in it and make it removable. Yeah, they're doing that with trucks now. They're using better technology than what Tesla's using, and they're still only getting 300 k's with a single. You know, it's about half an hour to change the batteries out, and then you're on the road again. Then you can do another 300 k's and, you know, change the batteries out, ruddy, same deal, over and over again. The big issue they're facing is the fact that nobody wants to just do 3 hours and then have to sit around for half an hour to change a battery. You know, we want to be able to do 10 hours of driving without having to stop.
Yeah, if I was gonna design an electric tractor, most of the time I see tractors, they're running with a weight on the front to do plowing and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, you have a normal battery where, let's say, the fuel tank would be, and then you have another battery. It is the weight on the front.
I believe there's a Massey Ferguson that already has that.
Well,
No, not Massey Ferguson, New Holland.
is it in the game?
No.
It'd be handy if it was.
It's still a very early prototype.
Because that'd basically solve the problem.
Yeah.
You'd be able to quick change your battery, and you'd have, you know, a decent sized battery built into the tractor itself, so that you could maneuver it around while you're quick changing your battery.
Yeah.
That'd be as quick as attaching a weight.
They've got that like they're actually testing them over in Europe at the moment. Do you know what farmers are doing?
What?
Because to help with some range extending, they're running a massive diesel generator.
Wow.
Because they just don't have the kind of, oh, this fruit cannot be planted in August. Dickhead. I forgot it was August.
But we can't plant wheat.
When can we plant wheat? Next month, September.
Want me to speed up the game?
Not until old mate's done.
Alrighty.
But yeah, so yeah, so it's a New Holland T4, so Where are we? Small tractors. Pretty sure there's a T4 in this game. No, there's only a T6. Alright. So... That's a bit annoying. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, the TK4 is just a tracked version of the T4. So, the size of the electric tractor is still tiny. They haven't got the T6 at all yet. 89 kilowatts. Oh, they've actually improved it. It can run for 8 hours now on a full charge.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, T4 electric power to be commercially produced at the end of 2023. I am not paying to read about an electric tractor that I don't care about.
Pay money to read about a fucking tractor?
Oh, if you go into just about any news site now, you gotta pay to be able to read things. It's fucking stupid.
What?
Yeah. Like it's like $2 a month or something, but I'm not paying that to read some article in the Herald Sun.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb, but I guess, you know, no one buys a newspaper anymore, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so one working day being 8 hours, which no farmer does. Yeah, it serves the generator just like a lot of like what electric cars should do. Oh, it's even got a follow me mode. And this is the coolest part about it. This is the one thing that I actually like.
Yeah.
You could be riding a horse in front of this motherfucker and have the tractor follow you through an app. It'll just follow you down the road.
No.
Yeah. Or you could be in a tractor plowing and you can have it cultivating behind you or something. 90% less noise, well that's pretty gay. Yeah, commercial production is expected to start in late 2023. It doesn't... This is the bit that annoys me, right? It tells you all about how great it is with the power and torque and all of that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But... Oh, there we go. With a quick charge system, the battery could be fully charged in 2 hours.
No.
But it doesn't say how big the battery is. It says they don't disclose how many kilowatt hours it is.
Yeah, probably because it's not in production yet.
Yeah.
But it's enough
Like,
to... If they told you how big the engine was, you'd be able to work it out.
yeah. But like, I think they're a great idea for like a small operation, you know. I think for a big operation like Australian farms, like there's a bit of work that'll still need to be done, you know.
Yeah, but here's a thought for you, right? Farms are generally in a place where there's not much pollution, aren't they?
Yeah, they tend to be, yeah.
and you're running all this farm equipment which puts out pollution.
Yeah, but it's nice because there's big black plumes of smoke.
Which is
But
gonna
yeah.
go directly into your crops and stuff.
Ah, you don't worry about that.
Exactly.
They need carbon dioxide to live.
You don't worry about it. But with electric tractors and electric machinery, you'd stop that completely.
Yeah, but that's gay.
Yeah, but it'd improve the quality of crops a fair bit.
I honestly don't think it would at all.
It'd definitely make a difference.
Because if you sort of think about it, you're only really going over it twice while it's well, yeah,
Okay.
twice while it's growing.
I'll give you a similar example then, and you can tell me what you think. If I was preparing your food, and I farted on the ingredients, do you still think it'd taste just as good? If I farted on the ingredients before I cooked them, and then I farted on the meal after it came out the oven or whatever, do you still think that'd taste just as good, or do you think it'd be tainted in
Well,
taste?
let's put it a different way. What do you think we fertilize the crops with?
With
Just
shit, yeah.
have a guess. And well, what else do you think we fertilize the crops with?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we fertilize the crop with shit. We also fertilize the crop with piss, urea. So the whole farting on it really makes no difference, considering we already fertilize it with piss and shit anyway.
I was talking about farting on your actual meal that you're about to eat, not farting on the crop. Because I know they're grown in stinky stuff. Like that fertilizer.
But we're growing it in diesel, so different, you know, same but different. Like, it's not like
I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's a difference between, you know, the two things. Like, one will kill you.
Yeah, so will the grease that's on your wheat when it goes through the harvester. So, you know, at the end of the day, you're still going to have grease on your wheat. A very minute amount, but it's still going to be there. When I transport it by truck, there's diesel particles that would go into the trailer and mix with whatever commodity I had in my trailer. At the end of the day, there's, you know, I don't think it's that big of an issue. It hasn't killed me. Like, we're breathing it in all day, every day, so what difference does it make? But on a totally different note, have a look at the exhaust on this tractor and tell me what you see coming out of the exhaust stack.
Nothing.
No, like, you can't see the little flame hanging out the top.
I don't see a flame.
Oh, I see a flame coming out the exhaust stack. Like, right, just the very inside of the exhaust stack. There's a flame that pops out of it.
Not for me.
You gotta look at it from the opposite side of the exhaust. Sort of from the front, but the opposite side. I'll get a photo.
I mean, I do see, like, the exhaust fumes coming out. But I'm
I
not
sent
seeing
you a
any
photo.
flame. The fuck? I know what you're seeing. You're seeing a graphical glitch. Because when I turn my camera to the same part, I see it too. I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch of the...
I don't know. Looks like a flame to me.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a flame, but it's only when you have the exhaust at a certain angle, and that's where you'd be seeing the... You can see the vapors, but they're trying to reflect the roof color. That flame's the exact color of the roof.
For me, it's orange. But you could be right.
I'm just trying to get the angle again. I had it once or twice. But I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch.
I look from the very top. Definitely orange.
There really was a flame coming out of that. We'd be able to see it from more than just one angle.
Yeah. I don't think they've, like, done it deliberately.
I'm pretty sure it is just a glitch. God damn, it's gonna take this guy the next half a year to do this.
Just think about the $12 we'll earn from this by the time we take away fuel costs.
Yeah, not to mention like all the money we've spent on workers.
Oh, this guy's costing us nothing at all. It was only the other guy that was costing us money because we couldn't figure out how to make the courseplay work properly. How far off being done is he? 85%. Oh, my game froze. Did your game freeze?
Nope.
Did my game legit just crash?
You're apparently still in the game.
If my game does crash, it'll be the first time ever. Oh, it stopped crashing? Maybe it's still crashing? I don't know. No, it crashed. Apparently it's still running according to this. I've never once had farming simulator crash on me.
Well, they did a new update. So, you know.
Yeah, we have been going for a while too, so I don't, like, I'm not getting annoyed at it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's fucking up so often.
Like, there's always the possibility that um, that my internet dropped for 1/4 of a second.
Yeah, it could have, but I'm surprised that made the whole game crash.
I'm back.
No, you're gonna have to change your name.
Oh god damn it, I'll be back. That's not what I wanted to do. I fucking hate how it does that, huh?
Yep, every single time.
Wonder if you can change it in the settings somewhere else.
You haven't found anywhere that you can. It's just that one spot, and you gotta just always do it.
I don't even know why it chose to use my actual name anyway. Like,
Maybe that's your Steam name?
it shouldn't be.
No, it isn't. I have no fucking idea. It's real odd, because for me it uses, like, my email.
Yeah.
I have no
I guess
idea why.
my name is my email. Well, my email is my name, so that might make sense.
There's a bit of a pain in the ass, but what can you do? I'm I'm glad this is what we're playing.
Why is that?
Oh, because it's so interesting. I'm so busy actually playing the game and doing things. It's astounding.
Oh, that's great. Once we start getting some bigger equipment, we'll be okay.
Well, you know there is a solution, right? We get rid of this small shit. We just take out a bit of a loan and get something bigger.
True.
It'll pay for itself in no time. Because we won't be spending, like, an hour and a half plowing a field with
Well,
something that's not as wide as our tractor.
the thing is, pretty soon we'll have enough to do that we won't have to worry about old mate doing the ploughing. We can just let him go.
Yeah, but if we bought a decent sized plow, we'd bother doing it ourselves instead of letting, you know, Nancy here do a fucking retard job.
Well, that's where, like, if we go into plows, for example, the one we've got needs 85 horsepower. The next one needs 160 horsepower, and that's barely twice as wide. The next one needs 220. Then the one after that needs 300. The one after that needs 360. So let's just assume that we want one that's twice as wide. A tractor that'll pull it is just the smallest tractor that'll pull it is 102,000, 127,000. So we'd need minimum $127,000 to be able to pull the next biggest. To pull the one after that, we would need... Actually, that's pretty good value. The Kubota's good value. At 103,000 to tow the next one up. To tow the next one up from that, we need... Oh no, that one won't do it, dickhead. Where are we? Oh, we're gonna need large tractors for this one. We would need... 324,000. It's gotta be like 90-something% now. 97%. We're almost there, and then we can... Well, if you want to speed up time now, go nuts.
Is there any point?
Yeah, because we want to go to the next month. So we can do the seeding.
I know that. I was just wondering if there was any point speeding it up now.
Oh, I guess we could wait until they finish completely. I just figured you were desperate to do something, and I was thinking, well, we can go to the next month, then we'll have other jobs we can do. Okay, that's 99% now.
99%. There's the fair bit not finished.
Ah! Go forward, dickhead. There we go, finished. Oh, there's a
What?
harvesting job here. So if you want to stop it there, we can do a harvesting contract.
At night?
Oh, probably not a good idea now. It was daylight when I looked at it last.
Yeah, it does take a moment to get into the menu, unfortunately.
There we go, that gets rid of that. Oh, my shit's frozen. Oh, that's right, because I've been a dickhead and flicked it into interior mode. Oh. Where are we going?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got some form of weird thing where it wouldn't stop turning. It was like the front wheels weren't on the ground.
Huh. That happens to me quite a lot.
Wow, this tractor can hardly pull this. I reckon that's about the right time there, bro.
Yeah, I stopped as soon as the sun rose.
I'm gonna try the other tractor with this.
You know what? The game does load pretty quick. I could chuck on a tractor mod. And a couple others.
That'll be alright. Like, I'm only gonna be on for like another half an hour anyway.
True.
So we can just add some more mods next time. I don't know if you want to do this or not. Keep your viewers entertained. Oop.
I don't know. I'm fine with riding along at the moment. I'm smoking.
Well, let's see if this tractor does a better job. Oh yeah, it does. Way better. Maybe not way better. Like, it seems to go alright and then it just full on stops.
It's got 1 horsepower more than the Massey Ferguson.
Yeah, but this one's a bit heavier, I thought.
Yeah, by 1.1 tons.
Yeah, so the Massey Ferguson was spinning wheels. That's why I thought this one would be better. this is stopping and going for you, isn't it?
It was slowing right down and then taking off again, yeah.
Let me just change my settings, see if I can do it.
I'm gonna take the Massey Ferguson down and see if there's any options to put on it.
I think you can add more power to it.
Yeah, at this point, I think it may be worth it.
Are you able to... Oh no, gear shift mode there, manual. Alright.
How do you do that?
In the settings. I don't actually know where in the settings it is, it's just in the settings there somewhere.
Okay. Because I know it's just up and down on the D-pad to do the gears.
Yeah. There we go, now I can do 4 kilometers an hour pretty stably.
I'm gonna borrow some money and do something to this tractor. If we're gonna use it, it's gonna be useful.
You're gonna put more power on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I've just borrowed more money than I need. And then I'll pay it back.
That's right, I need to manually put it in reverse. Oh, this is a real bitch. I think if you just add more power to that tractor would be great.
Yeah, I got it.
Maybe put some wider tires on it if you feel like doing that.
This will be worth it.
What the fuck are you doing to it?
Just what was needed. It's gonna absolutely rape the field.
Did you put a front weight on it?
No?
No.
Should I?
Other than more power and wider tires, I don't know what else you could do to it. I don't think a weight's necessary because it's not like lifting it off the ground or anything.
Well, I didn't go for the wide tire option. But this should have us speeding pretty far.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you had duels. Alright.
I mean, you said it was spinning up the wheels. It's not going to do that now.
True.
Yeah, the guy keeps on changing gears. I'm gonna see if I can work out how to switch it into manual, but you give it a shot since you've got manual. You may want to put the seater down.
I'd like to, but I can't figure out how to get it out of high range. Just, I don't know. The manual doesn't work for me at all.
Really? Can't get it out of high range. Gear shift, manual.
Working just fine for me, not changing gears up or down at all. Oh, it is a little bit.
So this tractor only has low range. Just got high
No,
gear.
it's got high range as well, but you gotta change the range selector. Otherwise it only does 21 k's an hour in the low range. What kind of power does this thing want? Where's our seater? There. 125 horsepower, well that explains a lot. We're trying to pull it with 80.
I'm just trying to turn the radio off at the moment. I can't figure out how to do it.
I think it's left
done
on
it in
the D-pad?
Menu. I had to go to the menu to do it.
Fucking this tractor chews through the diesel.
Who cares?
Got less than half a tank left.
My god, there's so many fucking controls in this game.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? But like, the thing with these tractors, right, is if we can't figure out the range thing if we run it in manual, there's some tractors with like 5 different ranges and 4 gears in each. So it'd suck if we were stuck in the first range.
I'm just looking through now and yeah, it's confusing.
There'll be a key on the keyboard.
Yeah, vehicle gearbox. It lists clutch, shift gear up, shift gear down, gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, shift group up, shift group down,
Yeah, that's
gear
it, group.
1, doesn't do shit.
Alright.
Shift group up should be keypad 9, and down should be keypad 7.
Yep,
Wait.
that does it.
Really?
Yep. I managed to flick it into numpad.
Okay, now it does it. Great. Well, there we go. This thing's got 3 different ranges.
Yeah, this one's got low, medium, and high.
Ooh. You know what's fun?
What?
Going along at full speed and then throwing it into low range. She maxes
There's a
out
mod
the
that gives
taco.
nitro boost, and a mod that allows you to do wheelies.
I've got the mod that allows you to do wheelies. It's terrible, but it's also great.
In real life, if you put something on the tractor that's too big for it, it does the same thing.
That thing really still spinning up wheels.
Probably. This piece of equipment is too big for it.
That's nuts though, considering it's a 4-wheel drive tractor with 8 wheels on it.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got all the TH things perfect. It's saying expected yield is anywhere between like 88% and 98%. With
Yeah, because the
patches
soil
of
type,
70.
the soil type affects it.
This game's intense as fuck.
Oh yeah. There's a lot that goes into it when you start adding DLC and that to make it more realistic. It's like how intense Truck Simulator is for me with the realistic economy mod on, and the forced hard parking for doubles.
All of this needs a rolling. Should I get us a roller?
Yeah, might as well. Then you could probably roll it with the other tractor.
Holy moly, there's only 2 rollers.
Yeah, you want the red one with the green frame.
No, there's
Or the
only
green
2
one with the red
rollers and
frame.
there's blue.
That's because you're in grassland care, I think, and not rollers.
No, I was in rollers.
Alright. Maybe then you've gotta get one of those ones.
41 grand.
Looks like you're gonna take out some more loan.
$41 grand for the cheapest, smallest roller.
I have to go to Footerscray tomorrow. Gonna
Yeah?
be fun. Yeah.
Just down the road.
Got a load of canola to take into Footerscray.
What are they doing with canola there?
Turning it into malt.
Huh. Alrighty.
They crush it up and extract the oil from it. And then basically everything that's left of the seed once the oil's removed, that's what they use. They use it for stock feed.
Stock feed.
Yeah. So the cow, like, they mix it with wheat and barley and stuff. And it's really nutritious for cows. Mostly dairy cows.
I'm just surprised that shit's happening in Footscray.
Has been since about 1850 or something.
Yeah,
That
but
place has
then
been there since the dawn of time, I swear to God.
in 1850 or something, like, yeah, there were probably cows and shit around there.
Oh yeah. Until like the 1980s, they used to have an annual cattle drive through the city. So they used to drove sheep through the city of Melbourne down Collins Street. So they used to take them from places like Seymour, herd them down the road through Melbourne and into Dandenong.
Jesus.
There's photos of it.
You'd expect that even be videos.
Yeah, there's photos and videos and all sorts of shit. They're just cruising through the city of Melbourne with trams and cars and all sorts of shit like that.
That's surprising.
You just see a bunch of dudes on horseback. Back when cowboys were cowboys. Not like now. I'm pretty sure it was Dandenong that had the big cattle sales and that. Used to put them on trains and send them everywhere else. Now we just throw them all on trucks and send them somewhere. We put them on trucks, take them into the sales, and then put them on another truck to take them out of the sales and put them on a ship to go to China or wherever the fuck else we send our sheep.
This is a really big roller. I'm surprised this is the smallest. I'm also surprised that there's only two. I guess the one I use in my game is a mod. Huh, and we literally can't destroy signs in this on multiplayer.
I found a photo of Flinders Street with 1,500 sheep in it. I sent it to you.
Bro. Let me see that. Flinders Street, 1,500 sheep. Fucking hell. That's nuts.
Melbourne used to be very different to what it is today.
Oh yeah, it's a city. Not a farm.
Well, it was always a city. It's just farmers used to take their sheep through it. So does the rolling change the texture much?
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright.
About as much as fertilizing.
Yeah. Because like I have done it, I just don't remember.
I mean, lumpiness wise, it looks about the same.
Yeah. Be nice if it flattened it. You know, like it does in real life.
These rollers aren't flat.
Oh. Okay. Makes sense now. Because like when I'm planting grass on the farm for hay, we use a flat roller.
Yeah, these ones are lumpy.
You know the worst thing about the roller though?
What?
It's a big concrete filled tube of steel, right?
Yeah.
And when you're driving down the road, you drift it around the corners. It's horrible. Like if there's a car coming, you've got to you got to stop and wait for the car to go past so you can keep driving without
Killing someone?
without like hitting them, yeah.
Oh
Not to
well.
mention it's like 5 meters wide and nobody can get around it.
Yeah, I guess they just have to deal with that one, don't they?
Yeah. Well, when the old man bought his new seed drill, that's 5 meters wide. We had to take it halfway from Stratford back to Bairnsdale. We took it down the highway, and it was just after they put those center barriers in down the highway.
Oh, great.
So literally people had to sit behind us the entire way back to Bairnsdale. And we took the old tractor that has a top speed of 22 kilometers an hour. So you can imagine the tailback of traffic.
They would have
Do it
absolutely
like, 'cause,
loved
you know,
it.
it's like 25 k's from where we had to pick it up from at 22 kilometers an hour. It was during the Easter long weekend as well, so it was Good Friday.
Oh yeah, I bet everyone would have had a great Friday stuck behind that.
Caravans, everything. And I didn't feel upset for the caravan people at all. Because they're always slowing me down so they can get fucked. For once I got my payback.
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame the caravan people. You can definitely blame the dudes who write the fucking guide on what vehicles are best for towing caravans with, though.
Well, I blame the caravan people for not buying vehicles suitable and not knowing how to load their caravan properly.
Here's the thing, right? If you don't know much about caravanning and you want to get into it, you're gonna read guides and try and get information and see what cars are rated as the best for towing a caravan, stuff like that, aren't ya?
Look, but here's the thing, I've never seen a guide on towing caravans that says, hey, this Toyota Camry is perfectly suitable for towing a 30-foot fucking caravan.
I have.
The
Toyota
fuck?
Camrys were actually rated, like, I think it was the second best car to tow a caravan with for more than 5 years in a row. The thing that beat it was a Kia.
That's where the biggest problem is then, because they're not even rated to tow it. They don't have the tow rating for it.
Yeah, but the person who writes the guides is like, oh, well, this thing tows caravans quite nicely. And, yeah, it ends up winning for some stupid fucking reason, even though it's a front-wheel drive car with not enough power to tow the caravan properly.
biggest problem I've seen is people who don't know how to load their caravan. So as soon as I hit like 90 kilometers an hour, the fucking thing starts swaying like a bastard.
Yeah, the thing I've seen a whole lot more often is people just not tacking their caravan up properly. And the
Yeah.
pop top will, you know, have one corner that wasn't clipped. And they're trying to go along the highway like that at 100 k's. Which is ridiculous, because you got one corner of the caravan peeling up, you know?
Yeah.
Probably the most common thing I've seen. I've seen that more than caravans swaying all over the place.
I spend a lot of time on the road, so I see some fucking sketchy shit. They put too much weight at the front of the caravan, and the caravan starts swaying around, and the front of the car starts swaying, and it's just a bad time all round. And then you watch them flip over, that's always fun. I've seen a couple of caravan people lose it, and either jackknife it real bad or flip it over onto its side.
It is kind of funny to think people have so much trouble doing something as simple as putting things in a caravan and towing it somewhere.
It sort of also comes down to the way that the caravans are built. Like, you know, the where the axles are the issue. Like, you look at a truck trailer, right? Just your standard trailer. The weight goes over the wheels of the truck and over the wheels that are right at the back of the trailer, so it doesn't sway.
Yeah.
When you put axles in the middle of a trailer, you're always going to have trouble.
I wouldn't say always, but I guess it would make it a whole lot more common.
Well, when I say you're always going to have trouble, you're going to have, like, I'm talking about the human element.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you put your car over a weighbridge and loaded it properly the way it's supposed to be the first time, and go, okay, let's put our jerry cans on the back instead of the front to change the weight distribution so it works better, then yeah, it'd work perfectly, but nobody does that.
Well, you don't need to go that berserk.
You should.
Nah. You can tell just by how the caravan sits behind the car.
Yeah, but you've got to understand that we are people who understand towing and how towing should be done. The average fucking moron doesn't know. And that's why they should either bring out towing licenses, you know, that teach people, you know, if your suspension drops an inch, too far. You know, too much weight.
I disagree with that.
Like,
There's a good reason to disagree with that.
why?
Well, have you ever seen Ross get in a car?
Yeah.
The
Put him
suspension
at the
drops
front of
an
the
inch.
caravan
The suspension
and tell me
drops
that
an
wouldn't
inch.
sway like a motherfucker. Like, if your
Most cars
caravan,
don't have the suspension, you know, to do it without sagging.
Yeah. But the point is, to tow correctly with a trailer, the download on your tow ball should never exceed 10% of the total aggregate mass of the trailer. So if your trailer weighs 3.5 ton, you should not have any more than 350 kilos extra on your rear axle than what you had without the trailer.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I just can't agree with that whole, you know, if it sags an inch, that's too much.
Well, obviously it depends on your suspension setup. But in my opinion, if my springs were that soft, I probably wouldn't tow with it to begin with.
Like, you know, the Skyline's got good suspension in it. But we've, like, whenever we loaded that thing up to go on a holiday with the boat on the back, the boat's not heavy, as you know. It's a rather small, light boat. But, you know, the boat would be loaded up, and so would the back of the wagon. And she'd tuck the rear tires by 2 or 3 inches, like, extra.
That's including a lot of weight in the back of the car.
Yeah, but still, that'd be... It'd still make some difference, wouldn't it?
Well, no, not necessarily. Because we're talking about trailer loading, so the way the boat is on the trailer. So if you move the boat back to the point where it lifted the suspension on the car,
that'd be fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Ideally, if you're, you know, loading a trailer, you want 50-50 weight distribution, ideally. But a little bit more over the front doesn't hurt too much, as long as it's not more than 10% of your trailer mass. But if you were to take the boat off the Skyline, the suspension would hardly move at all. Because obviously your dad, being the kind of bloke he is, he understood, you know, how weight works, you know.
Yeah, I can't really argue too much there.
But like, that boat, I can remember, you can basically lift the front of that trailer up with your pinky finger. Like,
yeah, it's a very well balanced boat on the trailer.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you want. But caravan people, you know, they put 100 litres of water up the front of the trailer.
Kind of interesting. Considering, like, the water tanks on pretty much every caravan I've ever seen are smack bang in the middle.
Yeah, but then they put extra. And then they put extra fucking, you know, extra fuel on the front as well. And then they've, you know, and then generally a lot of your storage for stuff is up the front. You know, you'll have like a toolbox on the drawbar, and then they'll put, you know, spare things in that, you know. And then in front of that you put your spare tire, that's an extra, say, 30 kilos. And then, you know, it's just caravanners are stupid. They always have been, they always will be.
Yeah. Can't really argue there.
Well,
Most
I
of them
think
just want to take too much with them.
I shouldn't be too mean to caravanners. I think it's just the human race in general that's fucking stupid. Like, you see tradies do it all the time. They'll overload the front of their trailers. Like, fuck, I accidentally did it once. Coming back from Melbourne. I wasn't thinking and I loaded the terracotta tiles on the front of the trailer and put the concrete tiles on the back of the trailer. Wasn't thinking at all. And then I sort of looked at it and I've gone, oh, fuck, you know? And then while I was still in the yard, I had to pick up a pile of terracotta tiles, put that at the back, pick up a pile of concrete tiles and put it at the front until the weight was distributed evenly. If I had gone down the highway with it the way it was, my Land Cruiser would have swayed all over the joint and I would have crashed it. And that's why I think putting it over a weighbridge and just playing around with your weights is a good idea. You know, because if you know you've got too many jerry cans at the front of your trailer, you can just go, oh well, I'll just throw those jerry cans on the back, and that brings the weight back right, and, you know, it can be as simple as that.
It would be a good idea, but you gotta think practicality. There's gotta be a way to do this, you know, where it's in a way that people can do it. Something they have access to.
Well, you know what they brought out for that reason, right?
What?
They brought out trailer sway controllers. So they're like little arms that you sort of put onto the back of your car. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm out of seed. Oh no. That explains a lot. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? I'm almost out of fuel too, so I better go and fuel up on the way.
See, you ran out of seed a while ago.
I know. I wasn't paying any attention, I was too busy bitching about caravan people.
Yeah, that's why I was coming down this way, because I figured by the time you'd finish this line, I'd be following you up perfectly and you'd be starting the other one. But all of a sudden you're heading back towards me.
Yeah. How much fucking fuel does this hold? It can't be much the way it's going through it.
Let me check.
105 liters. So yeah, that explains why it's seems to be using fuel really fast.
Yeah, this one's got 190 liters. It's a big difference.
Yeah. And with the new engine set up in this, it'll use more fuel than it did.
Yeah. Especially with those big wheels.
Oh yeah. And because we're working it pretty hard.
But, on the upside, I don't care.
Well, considering it was only, what, $100, doesn't matter. This tractor's done 3.5 hours work. Apparently.
Yeah. That's one thing I've been surprised in my game is, like, I haven't hired a worker for anything. I've done absolutely everything myself.
Yeah.
And I've got 4 hours use on the harvester.
Yeah.
And, like, 5 or 6 on my tractor and my ute as well.
Oh yeah, that's up fucking fast as fuck.
I've done 100 Ks in the ute.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've just been surprised that I've done that much. Because, you know, usually I haven't played Farming Sim too much, but I've been getting into it recently. Because I figured, why not do it? At least in single player. I'm not in your way.
So where? I'm trying to figure out where the... Oh, there it is, yep.
Yeah, right here.
But yeah, it's one of those games that you can play for like 16 hours straight and you're like, hang on, where'd the day go? It's just so mindless.
God, no, I can't play it for 16 hours straight. Fuck that, I'll fall asleep. I can play it for maybe 6 hours at a time. And that's pushing it.
Yeah. I play this when I'm fucking tired as fuck and just can't be fucked. You know.
I've been playing it when I've been waking up. It's been pretty good for waking up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do I have to do? Not very much. How fast do I have to go? No faster than my character in-game can run.
True.
So,
I'm gonna have to finish this and then go to bed, bro.
yeah, I figured as much.
Like I said, you just lose track of time playing this shit.
Well, so far today we spent more than half our time doing nothing.
True.
And yeah, I guess you do lose time when you're actually doing something in the game.
Yeah, we're sort of talking a lot of shit too at the same time. That passes the time quick. Like, I've almost used 10% of the tank already, and I've done one run. And, been up to the shop.
Doing good?
Not very fuel efficient anymore.
And I don't care. I mean, even if we end up using this tractor for a fair while in game, like, it doesn't really matter how fuel efficient it is, because we can get a fuel trailer.
Yeah. This tractor will be amazing when, you know, like, we need something with a front loader, you know? So there'd be no reason to get rid of this tractor. It's got good power, and, you know, we can put a front loader on it.
Yeah.
So when we get cows and chickens and shit, we'll be able to use this to do a lot of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I want to get into doing pigs, but pigs are a pain in the fucking ass. Because you gotta have potatoes and soybeans and a whole bunch of other fucking way out there shit that you need a lot of specialized equipment for to be able to get them to 100% efficiency.
Well,
But I think there is a mod. It's like a potato sorting facility,
yeah.
and that gives you washed potatoes, premium potatoes, and pig food potatoes. So it turns the potatoes into like bags of pig food. Which, you know, is the same as mixing soybeans and all those other fucking things together.
I think the point the game's trying to make is if you want to have pigs, you should have a big farm.
Yeah. Oh, I just sort of, I don't know. I fucking hate doing pigs. I've done it before and it's just such a big fuck around. That's why I like the mod that just sorts potatoes for you. And then you can get other production facilities that create like potato chips and things like that out of the premium potatoes.
Fair, huh?
And you can make bulk money that way.
Well, we've done a whole field.
Yeah, how good's that?
Sad.
Expected yield 99%. So that means we've done everything. What is it on that end of the field where it's...
It's 89% on the shit end of the field.
Yeah. But that's our exact yield potential anyway,
But,
so... Oh,
yeah.
and it needs weeding. So... Wait, why does just one end need weeding?
No, it must just be one particular spot because most of it doesn't say it needs weeding.
Oh,
I haven't had that pop
plowed it.
up.
When you plow it, it takes away the need for weeding.
Yeah, because you just
this...
fuck up all the weeds.
Is this the one with the weeder and that already on it as well? No. It's just the normal...
The roller.
Yeah, it's just the normal roller. Some of these rollers have weeders on them as well, I think.
There's two rollers. This one, or the other one?
Yeah, so it's the... If you go into grassland care, the $26,000 one, it has a weeder on it. By the look of things.
Well, that wouldn't be useful for our crops.
No. I don't think so. I think it's only good for grass, but yeah.
Makes it a little pointless.
Well, until we start with grass, because you can't use that weeder on grass. And when we have cows, we're gonna need lots and lots of grass.
I don't think we're gonna have cows before the end of the year. In real life. I mean, we've got one field.
Yeah, but then you go into contracts. You know, there's a baling contract here, $6,000. And then, you know, we can do these cultivating contracts with our cultivator.
The best you can make from contracts is still dick all.
Harvesting $13,000.
Yeah, absolutely dick.
It adds up when you do it.
I've been doing contracts for the last 18 hours of gameplay.
Okay, so you want to make it even better?
How?
There's a mod called Better Contracts. And with that mod you can turn the profit of the contracts up by 50%, I think.
I could
50%.
turn the profits of the contract up just in the normal game.
Really?
Yeah, that's an option.
Okay.
But
And you can turn like lazy farmers on so they do absolutely fucking nothing, and you've got to do everything for them.
I've turned lazy farmers on for harvesting and fertilizing.
On this one?
No, on my game.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, because harvest... Maybe doing that with this one would be cool, because fertilizing takes like no time at all with this thing.
See,
and
I
it's
don't
good
think
profit.
I have the option. There's no contract option.
Yeah, I think you need the better contracts mod.
It's a mob that lets me do that.
I'm sure it's the better contracts mod. Well, I've got a...
Because I've been doing it, I didn't realize I had a mod.
Yeah. Remember to save it before you leave too. I know you're not that stupid, but I am.
Well, I'm gonna leave right now. You're hopping off, I'm done. I'm not gonna play this game without you.
No, but I mean, like, before you quit to do it.
Yeah, I just saved. So, thank you to anyone who's joined in the stream. I hope you fucking hated it. And I'll be streaming, at a random time tomorrow, probably.